I'm still just completely shocked at that roundel run. It was really incredible everything we managed to hit there, and I guess we're entering it from the other end here, starting enhanced gunpowder instead of short fuse. I mean, look, if I somehow managed to pull it off again, that would be crazy. Balladin certainly would be pleased to do so. Double store, double elite, single chest. Alternatively, a lot of chests right there in that line. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work out, does it? Cool. Oh, that's actually really cool. Awesome. This is not 70 damage, but maybe combined with this it is. No, combined with this it is. Good stuff. Then I'll just claim this bounce. Nothing too crazy. Grab a sphere shot. Maybe not grab a sphere shot, I guess. Not too pleased with that refresh. But it'll be fine thanks to the power of this crit. Barely. Only barely. Perfect. Alright, lovely. Sphere should be able to finish it up, especially if it gets a crit. I'm not going to go for a crit though. Okay, good. I could have guaranteed the crit by shooting on the right hand side, but I didn't want to try it. Thought it was better to do the shot I did, so I did it, and that worked out well, didn't it? Alright, so 31 gold. Certainly could be more. Just need to make sure I'm going to that elite in time. Egg. Actually insane on Balladin. I really love having egg on Balladin just because of the extra starting shield. Like just 10 starting shield now. Don't mind if I do. It's nothing too much, but just that little bit of extra shield. It keeps you alive a bit longer, and that's just really appreciated as it turns out. Because it means I don't have to worry about adding more like orbs to my deck for tempo, because I have the extra starting shield, which effectively grants me the extra tempo. Tempo on a timer. And that is a fine trade apparently. You're fine by me. And obviously, you know, I can get cake later, which is always good. There are also just some good egg synergies. Not so much on Balladin compared to other classes, but you know, like if I get like a Morbid, I mean, even with this map right here, I could get some pretty solid egg value with Morbid. It's just a pretty good synergy to be able to pull off. And another rubble orb. I tell you every single time I see the rubble, but I certainly am tempted. Trying to take on elites, just see if I can get lucky. Don't believe I want anything here. I don't have super boots. I do need a ton of gold though, so maybe not going to this many question marks is the best idea. But oh well. Interesting, I did get one bomb tap though, perfect. As long as I got one bomb tap, I was going to be happy. There we go. I have hit a lot of refreshes. It's most impressive. So I followed this through with hitting some more bombs, eh? But the important one for this map. Maybe I should have shot differently for my sphere there. Alright, would you like to do something cool? Not quite. However, terrible, honestly, I kind of like the look of that. Yeah, perfect. Only take one tempo reload? Alright, that was actually really good, and look at this amazing... Oh wow. It was useless. Let's just... Yeah. Slightly higher and hit that bomb. Oh. Didn't hit the bomb, but that's what the shielding's for. Having all of that extra shield, that was crazy. Right, then I guess that's how it's gonna go. Didn't think that would leave the map immediately. All of that extra shielding just helps out for tanking through his hits. Right, enhanced. It's not really an elite fight it's crazy for, but it is just a solid boost of extra damage in a lot of elite fights, including this one. The extra shielding is going to help out as well. Because I imagine we're going to drop down to at least like 60-ish health here. Maybe more. Oh, that was really good for us. I know that I lost my roll, which is potentially unfortunate, but if this can get these bombs, I'm in such an amazing spot. Like, look at this goes down to 365. Just perfect. Shot was definitely less interesting though. That'll do. Technically you are meant to aim up a bit more, but look at how beautiful that was, eh? And no point in not doing this. Gotta get my PS. As long as I can get the kill in time, everything will be perfectly fine. I don't know how impressed I'm going to be with this shot, yeah. I'll try a super bounce. Didn't quite pull it off, but I did get the bomb and the refresh. Perfect. I should be able to finish you up with this roll. And an extra shot. Yep. Once I figured that roll was not going to be quite 81. But there we go. Okay, 77. That is really good for an elite. I'm forced to pick up that balance. Too good to turn down. Really very solid. Safety net, very solid. I love it. Peace of mind, also good fun, but done actually quite a bit of peace of mind recently. Usually it's the other way around, but safety net is just good solid stuff. Bomb baton is insane. I know we've got an extra elite there, which if it's Minotaur, certainly wouldn't be the best, right? But I'm a believer. We're not going to get a Minotaur, and if we don't, then Bomb baton's just going to be amazing. Definitely just going to embrace. I don't need to. I can just random. That's acceptable. Yeah. Alright. Because if we go to that question mark and get some more money, I wouldn't even complain too much, because then we get to go to the store right afterwards, but Refillibuster is exactly the kind of thing we're after, so let's pick it up, move along, grab our short fuse, and somehow have a run just as strong as the last one. Okay. No short fuse, and some very solid relics here. 3 very amazing ones. I think Superboot's training weight, molten gold. Refresh moves as well. Shuffle stuff is on the table. Renewed Vigor as well for 20 gold, also not bad. A bit of a tough call. I think that safety net gold, yeah, okay, sure. Golden gold is a really noticeable boost, but I really want that training weight. If I'm taking the training weight, I'm definitely taking this. It's really good once I get it upgraded. Really good. And also, you know, like obviously if I hit Leaf Thrust Flater, it's insane. Absolutely broken with training weight especially. Okay, this is a good fight for us. 10 starting shielding, and a bit of a shame that I've got some pretty urgent upgrades in my deck that need doing. Both Balance and the refresh moves. I'm gonna say that's gonna pop all the bombs, isn't it? Yeah. Fine. Both Balance and Renewed Vigor desperately require the upgrades, but if I can only take one upgrade, I know exactly which one I'll be choosing. The Balance upgrade from levels 1 to 2 is ridiculous. Look at that, +4/+4. That is the best possible upgrade in the entire game. Including, you know, going from level 0 to level 1, because technically there are upgrades that are higher than that, but that doesn't really count. Bam, let's just grab as much gold as we can before he escapes, eh? I don't care too much about my health, but I do care a lot about my gold. As such, there we go, perfect. That'll do. Nothing too much. Oh, mildly tempted, but Jupe Station, sure. That'll do. 77 health entering this fight on, that is impressive. That'll do, +5 gold. We don't have any greed tools, so expecting anything more would be a bit crazy, but it would be nice. Hopefully the power of our enhanced gunpowder, high-powered balance, and our bomb baton just kind of tear through them. Pretty sure that's what's going to be happening. Refillibuster is also nice, don't get me wrong, but definitely care about that more for single target enemies rather than a single boss. But that being said, still going to get really good value, because that's the power of Refillibuster. Hopefully it does everything you want. Alright, on the other side, fine, let's just grab those bombs, shall we? As long as I'm hitting my bombs, I'm averaging very good damage. I really would appreciate getting my refresh though. Pretty huge damage spike. Pretty huge indeed. Perfect. 240. Do I full heal after the boss fight? I don't actually recall. Guess I should probably finish out the fight then. Boom boom. Oh, very close. Let's grab one last bit of gold, and that was almost not a kill actually. Rock Absorber. Again, it is just extremely good, so I will add it to my deck. Then we'll chuck the other upgrade on the balance. If I get a Leaf Thrust for later here, then I will immediately start slamming upgrades in through Renewed Vigor, but no, we didn't. Gifts to Keep Giving has pretty bad synergy with Refillibuster. Focused Blast is fine. Molten Mantle is horrendous as a first boss relic. I actually think Skip might be the best option here, but I am going to go for another Gifts that Keep Giving. It is just solid, and it does have bad synergy with Refillibuster, but it is still just worth it. Pretty damn solid after all. Ooh, that actually seems like a tough choice. Considering the fact that I have gold I want spent, I think my choice is made. Because this right-hand path is just so lovely, and I can just go there again, yeah. Definitely seems pretty good. As much as it would be nice to just go double store, don't think I have the gold for that, and I think I'd rather spend my gold on other things. Bam, and then we'll do balance. Yep. Durable just gives us a lot of damage to work with. It definitely decreases the power of Refillibuster, as I mentioned, but that is an acceptable loss. 2-2, basically just a pebble, which is fine. For all I'm expecting to get value from it later. Alright, so an upgrade on the renewed Big Orb is allowed, but we'll just do one for now, I guess. Probably be doing a second, but maybe I get a... Okay, that is the best possible event for us, perfect. Insane round guard, very useful, I actually really appreciate that. My deck size is going to rapidly decrease in this area. A bit unfortunate. We do have our Balladins, but of course it is extremely delayed. Extremely delayed, eh? Luckily we've got the 16 shielding. I'll be losing too much health. All of our bombs are on the other map, I guess. Not exactly ideal. Great job. Just insane, it really is. Now let's get a big hit here. Have to shoot this. Bit unfortunate. Really does not deal that much damage after all. Fine, fine. And that could get 385, but it just probably won't. Yep, so we lose a bit of health there, but especially for this fight, perfectly acceptable. I feel like losing that much health for an elite fight, I would kind of expect to lose more. Bombulate? I have Enhanced, so it's just so good. I think it gives me more health than War Chicken does. It's really very good in a lot of maps, and I have Bombaton, so it's just very, very neat. A lot of maps I can just finish immediately, as well as I do indeed have Shock Absorber, which it is definitely pretty good synergy. It'll just be a ton of damage. Perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's just clean up over here a bit. That'll do, I guess. 16 shielding. No navigation inflation or anything. I swear I just hit that coin peg and it didn't get popped, but whatever. I would like gold, but I need to get inside, that's what I need to do. But I also only want to hit the bomb there once. That'll do, I guess. That'll do. Alright, so I need to get inside, but I also want to hit the bombs. Doesn't seem like it's going to be easy, but maybe, just maybe, I can pull it off. I believe the bombs are reasonably lined up. Should be able to do that. No, I got ever so slightly off. That's fine. Didn't need to get the bombs this time, it's just burning some shielding. Yes, that is the correct targeting. Alright, let's just slow this down so I don't miss again. There we go. Because if I get that, it's just such a ridiculous level of damage. Balance enhanced it with oh, you're not dead, I see. Enhanced it with gifts that keep giving. It's just ridiculous, it really is. Alright, beautiful. 9 shielding left still. I can afford to do some greed shots. Plus 2 gold is a greed shot apparently for us. I mean, yeah, honestly it is. Let's try and get this moved a bit. I would like to be able to gain 2 in circle after all. Circle's a pretty big amount. Oh wait, the refresh moves every shot anyway. I see. It would be nice if I could have shot it first then, because obviously multi-ball is a pretty big damage boost for it. I'll go for this, see if I can get a kill. The chance I think is honestly pretty decent. Very close. Yep, very close. Lovely. A peg bag ring of reuse. As much as I do love a good ring of reuse, I kind of have renewed vigor, which is really good with peg bag. Especially good with some more synergy pieces, which I will be imminently picking up in the store. Hopefully. Oh, or that. That works too. I do like Repostal Service, and Navigation Inflation is also a good pick, but Repostal Service is pretty horrendous there, and it's a big shame that I just missed out on that one. For sure. Massive shame. Not too much I can do though. Don't really have choice over my navigation there. Alright, navigation matters there, then we'll go for a pop. There we go. We got the pop. Pretty useless, but every little bit counts. That's one more passive removed from the pool. Hello. Okay, like, a big shame I didn't get the training tabard then. A very big shame. I can only buy 2 passives. In that case, I definitely should just buy these 2, and we will remove the terrible, of course. Big shame that I can't get this, and also I wouldn't hate picking up this. Signal Boost Orb's also not bad here, but that was an insane store. Definitely the kind of thing I was heading for. Shock Absorber Sphere. Hello, Shock Absorber level 2. That'll be nice for Area 3, that's for sure. Alright, let's see how much damage we can get on our first shot, shall we? I did not proc the bombs. Actually acceptable because I'll do this. Try and leave those bombs active, or maybe not. No, they're active, good, perfect. I want to see if I can get good renewed vigor value, because if I can, that is just kind of GG if I can. Alright, like this, perfect. Human Circle now is a lot to work with, and I do just have my Shock Absorber being pretty solid damage. Almost at the same level of the balance. Having 2 balances in my deck is pretty damn nice. Maybe I could have set up better for round guard value there, eh? Seems like something I could have done. Still, we're pushing excellent damage. Goodbye. Oh, Tube Station for the Shock Absorber. That is going to be death. He's done there. Shock Absorber's too good, eh? It's too much damage. I'm making that upgrade because if we get Saposack here, it's definitely an upgrade that you kind of want immediately. Shell is very good. Fate, honestly, yeah, Fate is just really good here. Usually not the biggest fan of Fate. It tends to get popped on a lot of classes. And we're playing Balladins, so it's pretty damn good in this class. Molly Ball's just really good, and it means we don't have to deal with having small orbs as well. I could keep the egg in my deck for a bit longer, try and get a heal off of it later, but I'm not interested in doing that. I just want to be able to shoot the good orbs consistently. So we'll get it removed from our deck. Yep, nice. Definitely a bit worried about Fate getting popped though. Because we do have Durable, which makes it decently likely. It's certainly possible. No Reduce, Refuse, Recycle, I believe? No. Gosh, it would have been quite a chunk of cash. Really no point in me aiming for my bombs there. I'm also just wanted to see how much value I could have gotten off of Reduce if it had appeared. No, it's got to be this. Then in a circle. Bad indeed, not bad indeed. Probably shouldn't have shot the Shock Absorber, but oh well. Definitely gets the kill, eh? I just need this sphere to do the same. 330 damage with this much Mistcircle. Very doable, especially with bounces contributing to the damage apparently, because that worked out very well there. 57-13. Sure do you have a lot of stats. Very much appreciated. Yeah, like we're just melting through our Spheroides Fate charges. 100 is not as much as it seems. That's when we have Durable. Durable definitely melts through it. See what the question mark's got in store for us. Fine, then we'll go Store into Elite. Okay, so we get to now. I'm a fan of Eye of Turtle, but there are so many common relics here that I really wanted. Store doesn't have any of them. Question mark, more Elite Chest. Honestly, that seems fine. Seems fine. I don't have Training Tabard, so I guess there's less stuff that I can hit. Or sorry, added advantage or Training Tabard. One of the two. I have one of them. Not sure which one. Yeah, I don't have Training Tabard. But like, there are just so many. Yes, there aren't, I guess. Just don't want to appear. The remove is definitely valued though. I was just hoping the Ambidextrony could cover for that. And then Well Done Stakes and is extremely solid. I should just pick it up and move along. Yes, it's very good. Very good indeed. A lot of common relics that I wanted, but I guess they didn't want to appear. And no Short Fuse, Fresh Bandana, Ambidextrony. Basic Blade was like fine. And a lot of rare relics. Loved. My healing is fine. Don't feel the need to sack the max HP. Probably better, but I think I can recover. I've got a pretty small deck at this stage, and makes it much easier for me to get the World Stake proc, eh? Much easier. Big damage. Our reload is just super good. We get shielding, we get heals. By what I'm after. Alright, that is definitely one more. I can just discard again. My reload is just insane, as I mentioned. I could have gotten some more max HP value, but I figured it wasn't worth it. Oh, does this actually? No, it gets the kill. Just hit that many pegs, eh? Right, beautiful. I have pebble upgrades left to do. I was hoping the question marks could remove it for me, which it's pretty likely, but we've already got one question mark and it's not removed yet, so grab your hand for squares, don't hate it. Just it's fine. Okay, let's go for that bounce, shall we? Just claim some shielding, claim some circle. Now let's try and get our refresher course proc as well. Reloading is just premium value for us. Yep, as I thought. Our healing, it's not incredible, but it's certainly enough that we should just take the minus health there rather than the minus max health. Bye bye. Perfect. Elector, Bold Orb. Bold Orb actually might not be bad. Boomyverse. Don't actually create bombs in combat though. Hedges. I don't really need hedge. I think Boomyverse is actually a better pick. And just like I don't care about +2 normal damage, do I? My skilling's just better than that. I think Boomyverse, if I hit something specific in these fights, is just way better than Betsy's Hedge is ever going to be. I think it's actually worth picking it up there. Even though I'm probably going to get 0 value from it. Alright, Ambi. That's really good. My reloads are insane right now. Really, really good. If I could get a remove, it would be even better, but it's fine. I would love to... There we go, perfect. Crunch. Might as well take this shot. It's basically a freebie. Not expecting anything from it, obviously, but as I said, might as well take it. Okay, that refresh started moving. Interesting, I was aiming for it, but then it got booped. You know what, Accentuate might actually not be bad. Just crazy, but I am just trying to get as much circle as possible. Refreshing is the way I am doing it, but Accentuate is just horrendous. New Big Orb. Best hit, I think? Yeah, best hit. I probably would have preferred to have no dupes though. As I said, my reloading is amazing and playing for that is definitely ideal currently. Definitely extremely good. 58 charges of Australia's Fate, good. Only got the one more fight after all. Just keep cycling through with the refresher course. Okay, should be good. Never managed to get the shuffle thing, did I? I did get treat very early on though, but reach is one half of the puzzle and it's the bad half. Although on Balladin both halves are bad if you don't have the combo. I think it's here. There we go. 14 in the circle pressure. As I thought, sorry. As I thought, Renewed Vigor was the best orb in our deck. Didn't expect it to do exactly this much, but not exactly shocked. But yeah. So I was a bit worried about Ausperity's Fate expiring. As you'll see here, if we pull off a good shot with the multi-ball stuff and the Asperity's Fate charges and the durable, yeah, things just get melted. Actually going to discard that. I should be shooting Shock Absorber more. Didn't realize how much it had scaled, but obviously I was trying to set up for its immense scaling capabilities with my Parallel Boomyverse and such. But didn't manage to find any synergy for the Parallel Boomyverse for this fight, but it didn't need it. Bombulate Bombaton is just exceptionally good. And one thing I will continue to say is bringing Bombulate into squares is an amazing idea. Especially if you have other bomb synergies, which we had both Enhanced Gunpowder and Bombaton, which is amazing. As well as the Shock Absorber, which is just an amazing way just to finish off things. Because in that fight, you really do want to make sure you have enough damage to kill them, which usually means scaling. Usually you're going to want some kind of decent level of scaling, And we had great scaling, as seen with that first shot, where I believe we burnt through around 60 Spherades Fate charges, as well as just amazing proccing capabilities thanks to the powers of enhanced gunpowder. But yeah, Balance was nice just to give us that immediate shielding, as well as just it was a high damage orb, and very importantly, it also had high crit damage. And sometimes on Balan, that's exactly what you're looking for because removing the crit can be rather hard. We did not find either critical Obrium or unpretentious amulet this run after all. Didn't even see them. Renewed Vigorb is just amazing scaling. A lot of the time, it's just the correct call to pick up Renewed Vigorb, even if it's just I'm just about to go to my first boss fight. Maybe I get a leave throws for later. Because if you do hit Renewed Vigorb, leave throws for later, there are so many synergies you can do with it, which works super well. Added advantage is definitely one of them. Like missing that training tabard certainly was unfortunate, but didn't end up mattering too much, did it? I had the Shock Absorber scaling, and I had the Renewed Vigorb that got that amazing first shot, which gave me more than what I needed for that fight. I did kind of expect that first Renewed Vigorb shot to whiff though. It spent this first like 7 seconds doing nothing, and then it got in there. And the second it got in there, it just fed on each other. Kept creating more, which kept creating more, and it kept creating more, and then suddenly it was out of charges. As I did expect that gifts that keep giving would burn through it decently fast. I was impressed by how long it lasted past the first fight in Area 3, because we didn't get a lot of fights, which was very nice to see. But then once we got to the boss fight, it was literally done in one, which not too surprised about that, as I mentioned. Yeah, Safety Net is just a classic. Just a good damage boost. You definitely appreciate it on a lot of maps, but not necessary. And yeah, we had a lot of stores this run, but absolutely no extra gold income. So we had to be pretty specific with what we bought. I think going to as many stores as we did, even just removing options from the pool, was a good idea. We removed a lot of stuff we didn't want to see from the pool again, and obviously there was some stuff like super boots, like molten gold, and the third one was the Miss Circle starter. All three of those would have been great to have. You know, they're always nice. And obviously, I do love Collusion. That would have been fun to have, but definitely not great to have on Blan. It's a great passive for everyone else. I think Blan cares about it a lot less, but even Blan's Pebble comp really loves having a Collusion, you know? It's just such a useful passive, and pretty much all of the time I bought Collusion, I think it's at the minimum gotten me my money back, which is great. It's really great. A lot of the time, it sometimes gets you an extra passive as well, you know? When I say an extra passive, I mean I'm talking you buy the collusion detection, and not only do you make the extra 50 gold to buy another passive, but you also earn back that 50 gold you spent on the collusion, so you get 3 more passives out of the one passive that you otherwise would have bought. Because it really can just save you a lot of money. Anyway, yeah, Shock Absorber is just amazing. Like, we didn't even end up playing for it really this run. But despite that, you know, just having the Bomb Baton and the Bombula and the Enhanced Gunpowder meant that when we got to our Squares fight, Shock Absorber was just one-shotting, because Bombula is just amazing in Squares. It's really, really good. There are just a lot of matchups in this game that, like, knowing about them is really important. Like, Bombula into Squares, Rubble into Super Sap or Coin Dragon. You know, if you have a Rubble and a Bombula, you know, that certainly is a great way to set yourself up for Area 3 bosses. And it's going to be really interesting learning the matchups for Area 4, because I'm sure that a lot of what is currently good right now may perhaps not work so well into some of the Area 4 bosses.